All right. So mindsets play a very big role in how we see ourselves, and mindset plays a very big role in the growth of all of us. All right. Now, I want to test your mindset. I want to see what kind of mindset do you have towards your own people. All right, towards Africa. What kind of mindset do you have towards Africa? If you are a continental African, I'm going to ask a question and I want you to answer me genuinely from your heart. Then it is from your answer. If you answer yourself genuinely, then you are going to know what kind of mindset you have towards the growth of Africans all over the world. All right. Now, this question goes to every group of people of African descent. If you're an African, an African from the continent, I'm going to ask this question for you. If you're Africans in the Americas, African Americans, I'm also going to ask these questions for you. And Africans in the Caribbean, this question is for you. Now, when you are being given the opportunity for you to become the president of the United States of America, or you are given the opportunity, same time you are given the opportunity for you to become the president of any African country. Let me just say Burkina Faso. Yeah, Burkina Faso. Let me just say you are given the opportunity to become the president of the United States, and you are giving at the same time you are given the same opportunity to become the president of Burkina Faso. What is going to be your choice? I want you to answer this question genuinely from your heart. All right. Now, if you have answered it genuinely, then you already know the kind of mindset you have towards the growth of your own people all over the world. Because as for me, I'm going to reject of becoming the president. I'll reject the offer of becoming the president of the United States and accept the offer of becoming the president of any African country. Now, why? I know so many of Africans in the continent are going to quickly, without any waste of time, jump on taking the offer of becoming the president of the United States. Now, you might ask yourself why. Well, some of them will tell you that it is because where the United States of America is rich compared to Burkina Faso, and so they are going to quickly accept this offer. You know, and that is totally the kind of mindset that if you answer genuinely as someone of African descent is the United States of America, then I'm sure it is because of what I just said, because you have viewed the United States of America as a country that is very rich and is having a lot of good infrastructures and so many other things. You can just, name them compared to Burkina Faso. Now, let us try to put, I hope this thing is not scratching. Now, let us try to check on the resource because, in as much as I am concerned, Burkina Faso, in terms of resources, is in terms of wealth in the country, is far more richer. According to me, you might think something else, but it is far more richer than the United States of America. And so, why will you choose the United States? Why will I choose the United States? First of all, I am an African. All right. So, why should me as an African, instead of having the interest of my people at heart, instead of having the interest of developing a country in Africa, no matter how the circumstances might be, no matter the difficulties that this country must be facing, instead of me to accept this and try to develop it, trying to make it to be more good as compared to your United States of America that you just choose, I'm instead going to abandon it and choose the option that I think is far more easier and far more wealthier. And secondly, if you choose the United States over Burkina Faso because the United States is rich, this is what it is. The United States is rich just in the physical cash, all right, just the physical cash. But when it comes to natural resources, when it comes to wealth, Burkina Faso is far more richer and far more wealthier than the United States. That is what I think. All right, maybe you can have something else. You can think something different. And technically, I believe these guys depends on us. The same way Burkina Faso is doing pretty well for itself since from the day they have you know, told France to move away from their country. They are doing pretty well for themselves. And that is why, a country like France that was heavily dependent on them, on Burkina Faso, did not want to leave Burkina Faso alone. And if maybe you could have put this same question by the time when Burkina Faso was still with France, and maybe ask someone, if they give you the option to choose between France and Burkina Faso, what is going to be your pick? Many of our people might choose France, all right. Except for some of our people like me that have the love of the people. I have the love of my people in my heart, all right. It's not as if I don't love everyone. I love everyone. We are all one humanity. But when it comes to my people, I have the love deep in within my heart. And so there is no way I can choose France over Burkina Faso. So what am I saying in the nutshell? African countries are rich in wealth, just like one of our greatest revolutionaries, Kwame Nkrumah, said that it is the mindset of us Africans all over the world. We might have poor mindsets, but the African continent itself is not poor. What is this to tell you? What can we learn from this speech? If I become the president of Burkina Faso, I am going to make everything possible for me to change the country, for me to use the wealth and the resources. The same thing Ibrahim Traore is doing in that country is the same thing that I'm going to do, because Ibrahim Traore is putting his people first. He's trying to make his people to have a better life. All right. And with the wealth of the country, it is 100% possible. And who knows, Burkina Faso might be even more richer than many of these Western countries, because they have the resources, they have the capability to be rich. All right. They have 90% of the stake on their side for Burkina Faso to be rich. Now, the question now is, what kind of mindset are the people of Burkina Faso having to change their situation from when they were being exploited and to even be more richer than the people that were exploiting them? So this is just what I said. This is a message I said, let me pass across today in this live stream, because a lot of our people would want to go in with the Western countries, maybe because of the work that they are having and because of some other stuff. But the reality of it is this: we are more richer when we want to compare the positive mindset. And now is the time for us to make use of this. Many have realized, have discovered many inventions that have been that came out from black inventors, but the inventions are not being showcased, right? Because it is coming out from, I don't know, but that is what I see. But when these inventions could have been done in Africa, I tell you what, everything could have been great. All right, everything could have been great. So we should always have positive mindsets towards our fellow brothers and sisters, towards Africa, towards our greatness. And yeah, we are going to make it. So that's the message that I said, let me pass across, family. Thank you all for all those who participated. I'm going to see you all on my next live or on my next video. Have a nice day.